Okay, I pulled the code out myself. That was my own work. Pretty good, huh? And now back to some songs. And let's start again. Hi, good evening. This is Gary Brodsky. And welcome to the Gary Brodsky Show. Again, this time I will not pull the cord out. So I am already smoking. Got my soda poured. And let's enjoy the show. As I said, we are living in a society where balls are no longer considered to be part of a man's life anymore. No way, no how, and nowhere. And I'll give you some examples. Before I got cut off, I'll start again from scratch. Years ago, I'm going to say 25 years ago, you went to a corporation, you got a corporate job. They opened up the liquor cabinets, you had a cigar, you had a secretary to fool around with. You had a life. Now, you go and you get a corporate job. What do you get? Sensitivity training. Yeah, sensitivity training on how to talk to women. How to do it the right way so you don't offend them, and this and that. And that, if you think about the madness and the illness mentally that they're trying to push down on you, and you have to, excuse me for a second, just got to move some shit around so I don't shut the show off again. All right. Well, we got a lot more people, and maybe the second time's better. That's where we live, and we accept it. We accept it until we are so programmed that, look around you. It's bound to scare you. How many people do you know, guys, have girlfriends? Real girlfriends. Not virtual date girlfriends. Where's my goddamn phone? Okay, excuse me for a second. It's on the floor. Somewhere. Here it is. Got it. Okay. I got an email here saying the show was off. It's back on. Please join us. Okay, I got confused for a second. Yeah, men don't do men things anymore. And as I was saying before, for those of you who watched the first 10-minute show, and I'm not going to strip down despite the emails coming in asking me to. What do we have? We have a fear-based society where guys are afraid of women because of the dumb brainwashing. Oh, a guy told me they're worried about sexual harassment. Really? I can tell you one thing. Anybody who's been sued for sexual harassment, either A, really did it, or B, was not an alpha male. They don't go after alpha males. Just like hunters look for the weak. The weak get killed. The weak die. And that is true now more than ever in the dating world. The weak die. For fear of knowledge they perish. Okay? And it is happening. What is the knowledge of giving people today? Be afraid. Be afraid to date. Be afraid to have passion. Be afraid to have life. And that's what those other guys, assholes, who call themselves dating gurus, all talk in what's called an NPR voice. And now, you can get any woman you want if you just follow these. And you're listening, after 12 hours of the ad, you figure, you know, and now for only $300? No, it's $67. You can learn how to get a phone number. They teach you how to do it. No, not to call it, just get it, okay? And how to be politically correct about it. Let me tell you something, that shit does not work. Anybody remember Times Square? Live nudes, prostitution on the right, prostitution on the left, massage parlors. It was a man's world. And as much as some women are probably saying, oh, it was disgusting back then. Maybe. But so what? You were happier back then. Guys were more like guys. And you dated more because guys actually asked for dates. The guys ask for dates today? Fuck no. They're scared shit. They are scared shit. And that's why, you know, instant seduction make you move. Boom! If I hit you out of nowhere, you have no time to line up defense. But guys play it, tease, and I think they're doing something cruel to women by asking for a date. Say, well, she let me have sex with her. She let you, she hated it? She gave you a gift? It's all social programming. Now let's see if there's any questions coming in. It looks like a good one. Hi, Gary. Thank you so much. My MK17 arrived. Just a few questions about it. It works. All good things to say. Yeah, it works. It works. Yeah, of course it works. And thank you for the plug. Yes, it does work. But a lot of guys, they get scared. And this guy I spoke about earlier before the show got cut off, who waited too long to ask for a girl to go, I forgot what was his place or her place. She said, well, if you would have grown a pair of balls earlier, I would have said yes, but now you can go screw yourself. He used MK17. He got every girl after him. But if you don't move in, your target is out of range. And the longer you wait, the harder it is. There's a guy say, I'm working on a girl. I go, how long? He goes, 6, 7 months. She's gone. Forget it. History. Okay, got some questions. Alex, how are you? This is some serious stuff. They're both, it's like money, Alex. It's private. You can't have too much. But question number 2, we also live in a victim mentality society. Boy, you're right about that. The feminists are responsible for this. Oh, yes, they are. And do you want to know where the feminists came from? Well, the Rockefellers. No. They turned men against women, everybody against each other, divide and conquer. It was brilliant. Why? So they could sell more product. You split up a household, you have women living by themselves, men living by themselves, you sell 2 refrigerators, 2 sofas, 2 this, 2 that, you collect more money in revenue, and guys fell for it. Women fell for it too, and nobody is happy about it. But it's politically correct, so let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing it. Let us politically correct ourselves into oblivion. And for those of you who have never heard, here is my short version of how to meet women being politically correct. Ready? Hi, this is Gary Brodsky, and this audio program is called How to Meet Women Being Politically Correct. You don't. Thank you for listening. Political correctness doesn't work, never will work, and cannot work. It doesn't work. That's why it was invented. It's total tyranny with manners. Absolute and total tyranny with manners. Excuse me, but I got to take my alpha blue because I want these big, okay? Yeah, it works. People are afraid of shit that works. That's something I'm discovering at an older age. I'll tell you one thing good about smoking. It draws a crowd now. Everybody is a bunch of pussies. And I'll tell you how. If I'm smoking a cigarette, people will come up to me. They go, you shouldn't be doing that. That same new effeminate voice that guys have, that fairy voice, excuse me if I offend anybody, but I don't give a shit. But, if you think about the feminists that you mentioned earlier, you hear a feminist speak, and most feminists are not women. They're guys. Yeah. They're guys. They're like, well, you gotta, look at it from a woman's point of view. I'm listening to this fucking asshole? No. You gotta make your own rules and live by them. If there were no rebels, and women are DNA attracted to rebels, it's in their DNA. Women like bad guys, okay? The whole secret. Badass. Being a badass. If you don't have how to be a prick to get women, or how to be a prick that women love, you're on the wrong track. Women don't like nice guys. Nice guys buy them dinners, buy them drinks, buy them clothes, and then go home and sit there and dry cheat, okay? That's what they do. Yeah. Think about it. It has always been the worst guy in school, and I'll tell you something. Fortune favors the bold. And I hate to admit this, but even all the tyrants and stuff in the past, all of them were the biggest scumbags in the world. It works. You succeed. Being nice, you think any nice guys run corporations? They don't. But they all buy how to be a prick because it applies to money too. And I have made some serious mistakes myself. But, Juan, it's good to see you here. Hey, Gary Juan here. Gary, the facts every man should know about women is a really great program. Can't wait to read the free ebook. How to Read a Person Like a Book. Sweet. Thanks. That's a great audio program. Facts every man should know about women. But the guys really want to know because they realize how fucked up you've done stuff in the past. And that is the biggest complaint and the only complaint I get about my audios is, wow, I realize I have fucked up a lot of opportunities in the past. Yeah, well, don't fuck up in the future. You can't go backwards in time. Although once I put instant coffee in the microwave, I almost did. But in reality, you can't. But that is the only complaint I've ever gotten. Oh, this is going to be a good one. I was watching a rerun of your show, especially the one in which you called the American male a bunch of fairies. What shocked me was how YouTube recommended a Neil Strauss video. I clicked it and I couldn't watch the first minute of it. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but why would I listen to him? He dresses very feminine and has a very feminine sounding voice. That attracts women? No, that's not what attracts women at all. And you know that, I know that, and he knows that. I always invite him to be on my radio show to debate. But what attracts mainstream media and social programming is guys like that. You know, as Mr. T said, they don't want a real man up there. They want some fool. But that's what mainstream media will promote. And, you know, I was watching this movie, new show on Netflix. Actually, it's not bad. But watch how they portray men. Orange is the New Black. It's about women in prison. Well, always, in the movies, they're always hot. Got to watch that, right? But they show men as the biggest nerdy fucking geeks, and women, lesbians, are more macho than guys. And that's mainstream media. That's what I watch. That's what I learn. All right. GR. I hope I can give you your name away here. Can you use MK17 with deodorant, cologne? You could use it with anything. Some women get pissed off in close quarters while causing others to become more attentive and uncontrollably horny. Any comment about that? Yeah, it has an effect on women. That's just a fact. And some of them get pissed off because they get horny and don't want to. But their emotions will always out, especially women. Let's be realistic. Their emotions are going to outdo their logic. Guys too, just takes longer. How many times do you want to buy? It's all, every decision anybody makes is based on emotion. You know, you go to Amazon, let's say, because I'm guilty of this shit, right? I look at something and go, yeah, I might look at that. I'm not going to buy it. I look at it again. I find, oh fuck, buy now. Sorry, that credit card's been declined. Update your account. By that time, you know, I'm thinking rationally because I can't find a credit card that works or whatever. I'm just being funny here, of course. But it's all based on emotion. Women make all decisions on emotion. Every decision. So when you get their emotions charged, they go a little crazy. Can you tell me what you can do or get with no goon? Okay, it's a weapon. It is an occult weapon where the word gun comes from, goon, Shogun, a million words. Olga, it's been around forever. It predates recorded history. And it is really, to me, it's as dangerous as any other weapon. Even more so, because it's legal, you get hit and nobody can see it, and you can't get into trouble for it. And there's no blowback. Alex, I gotta get back to you on these. Ah, this one's great. There we go. Ready? Do you know the real story about the movie The Exorcist? The movie is only based on a priest Bible, but it was watered down. Yes, demonic possession does exist. Now let's think about this for a second. Every illness in the Bible, what was it called? I will cast out unclean spirits. Yeah, I know a lot of guys I think, oh, but the Bible isn't true. It's true. Okay? I will cast out unclean spirits. Not illness. It's unclean spirits. Exorcism used to work a lot better than modern medicine, I got to tell you that. But nobody does it anymore because, again, it works. But it seems they made a movie because it was starting to work, and I just didn't want anybody to take it seriously. That's to do about any movie you see where they want something not to look right. The media is so controlled now. And has been for years. That's, you won't see James Bond anymore being cool, okay? Can you talk about the new Psalms ebook? Yes. The Psalms was not written for no reason. It was written to address problems and to be read out loud. Now, whether it's the vibration of the way the words are written or whatever, it works. So the Psalms ebook, which is at GaryBrodsky.com, ebooks for those of you who don't know how to navigate, and for those of you who do, it's the same place. Using a psalm for every possible problem, and I list them all out there, it works. $9.95. It's a problem solver. Life is problems, okay? Anybody tells you it's different, don't listen to that. And any more jokes about the other dating gurus, please send them in. Okay, Al, here's some tough questions here. It's funny when you talk about casting out spirits and stuff like that, and I'm going to ask you a question to make it even easier. But first, there's a soda break. And while I do that, I'm going to play some music that nobody's going to complain about. That was all the cast out spirits. Give me 1 second. Okay. What casts out spirits the most? Anybody know? Yeah, I didn't think so. I'll let you know it in a few seconds. Just remind me not to forget, because I can do that. Ryan, good evening. I have MK17. What should I expect from women when I use it? Sex. Them camping outside the door. I'm not kidding. And then not knowing why. Say, I didn't know why he was with you last night. Who cares why? This is great. Jerk-offs, the origin. This show made it apparent that what makes some males jerk-offs. They do nice things for women, showering them with gifts and dinners. Even the way too much attention. Either all the efforts, leaving them at home, jerking off over her at the end of the night. Chris, that is classic. See, guys, either they don't try at all or they try too hard. Neediness does not attract women. How to be a prick explains it all, okay? And facts every man should know about women. My problem is this, and it's going to become your problem now. Not you, Chris. I mean, everybody I'm talking to. is that there are way too many products and people, they see too much stuff. So I'm going to be knocking some of them off. So I suggest you guys quickly get to that website and get as many things as possible because some of them just won't exist anymore. No, that's just a fact that every man should know about. So yeah, too much stuff. Forget it though. Guys just had their head up their ass today. But back to what I was talking about, guys having no balls. Look around. Look around. Where are the tough guys? Where's the black leather jacket wearing tough guys in the high schools? Oh, not anymore. Not anymore. And if you look at the movie Grease, they got all the girls. Fonzie got all the girls. There are no guys like that anymore. They're all guys, especially teenagers, have no girlfriends, play video games, don't want to move out of their parents' house, don't want to get their own apartment, and are afraid shit of families. That is abnormal thinking, okay? That is counterintuitive, because everywhere in the world you can find a bunch of people that live in caves. Guess what? They have families, they have fun, they have passion, they have life. And that's why I make fun of guys who call themselves dating gurus. They have no passion, no fun, nothing. You can hear it in their voice. They don't want a passionate voice. They don't want a voice that has life. They all want that same what's called an NPR voice. And now, it's so goddamn annoying. And maybe not to you, but to me, I can't take it. And I buy all the other guy's stuff. Why? I find it really funny, but it's torture at the same time. And let's go to the question board. It's checking for mail. This thing will do that every time. Okay, yeah. Okay, how can I use the Psalms in the Bible? The same ones in the book, but just tells you which Psalm applies to what. Okay, white sage casts out demons. That does help, yes. But this is kind of interesting. I would have forgotten the answer. Let me get this question. Hey, it's your friend Lou. Hey, Lou, how you doing? All right? How's Lou? Got a number from a chick I met for coffee. I'm around 44. She's around 25. She blew me off. She hunted me down at work the next day and apologized, and we rescheduled. She blew me off again and never called. How do I deal with this chick at work? Thanks, Gary. Believe it or not, Lou, your answer is in the question. It's on an audio program, which you don't have to buy, but I do recommend it, called Make Attraction, Break Attraction. She's doing it to you. It's working. Okay? Now you want her more than ever. Why? Because she's making attraction and breaking attraction. But she's having fun with you with that one. Turn it around, do it to her, and watch what happens. And you can even break dates without ever having a date. I was going to call you for a picnic last Sunday, but I just didn't do it. I had something fun to do. Drives them crazy. See, guys don't know how to break attraction. They're so afraid to lose a girl that they won't break a date. And that's actually a very important skill, is knowing how to say goodbye. So you did something wrong, not her. Sorry about that. But I really recommend it. It's $10, I think. Make Attraction, Break Attraction. One of the best audio programs out there. They're all the best. David, how are you? Oh, that's you? Okay, I didn't know. Gary, I played around with you about being a holy man because, I'm kidding. And you're a man and couldn't give a shit if I wasn't. Plus, I know I'm kidding, but in reality, how do you, being my age, know so much? Okay, thanks for that. Why doesn't anyone else tell you what to do? I respect your balls. Thanks again. Okay, Dave. First of all, on all my satanic stuff that I do study, if you're going to fight Satan, you got to know his moves. And I'll tell you some of his moves right now. before I give the answer to how to really cast out demons. You cannot fight Satan, and this is a satanic society. You know, everybody always shows the symbolism is everywhere, the actions everywhere. You know, the whole thing, even pharmachaos, which has actually been changed to sorcery only about 150 years ago. Pharmakeia, which is the original word in Latin, meant making antidepressants or mixing stuff. Pharmacy, pharmacology actually was forbidden. So the real demonists, the real Satanists are the ones who are promoting, whether they know it or not, antidepressants. Because you read the label of the antidepressants, so I can only read this label. It says made for low birth rate. It says may cause suicide or homicide. That to me is Satan's work. And if you're going to fight Satan, you got to know his moves. And that's why I study so much. I want to know every move because they're doing it right everywhere. Television is Satanistic. Why? You sit there with the idol in the middle of your living room and everybody worships it. They put the satanic spin on everything. You cannot fight Satan if you don't know his moves. If you never heard of Western boxing and you're a martial artist, you didn't know how it worked, get your ass kicked. So that answers a lot of your questions. I know we've had some correspondence in the past. And now it's checking again. Thank you, Juan, for... Okay. Chris, how are you? I'm going way off topic here. Sometime last week, I got a concussion from a martial arts accident, got kicked in the head. The doctor diagnosed me, told me concussions get worse each time, and the brain never forgets a concussion. My question is, can taking gold get rid of all that? I'm not a doctor, I get a lot of trouble for giving advice, but I would say anything that, yeah, I would say if it was me, only if it was me, yes. Because doctors don't know shit. I know that. I have a lot of friends with doctors. They tell me, you don't know shit. They're real good at broken bones, because if you had pale head as a brother, actually my nose used to be small. He broke it so many times, it kept getting bigger. And I broke his a few too. Yeah, good having a pale head as a brother. But now we get into what and how real exorcism is. And it's not going to be scary, and you don't need an old and young priest. Let's get a serious case. We're going to have some sodas. I'm going to play some more music here. I love Scottish music, by the way.
Who is there? No one but me, my dear.
Pretty good, huh?
Please come, say how do.
Okay, exorcism 101. How to do it. And anyone can do it. You don't need credentials. You don't need to study the Bible. It's natural. Even kids know it. When kids get scared, what do they want? Hold my hand. Physical contact gets rid of demons. Or even, it's true, people in love or infatuated, and infatuation always ends in disaster. It doesn't matter. Are the healthiest people in the world. Because when you're feeling great and when you're feeling good and happy, bad spirits cannot get into your system. For example, And you can try this, and it's been proven by Louise Hayes. You Google her, she's got some great stuff. Illness is all caused by thoughts. When people are lonely, miserable, and depressed, illness comes in, insanity, depression, you name it. When you're in love or feeling passionate about something, screw it. You get rid of everything, but physical contact gets rid of depression. That's when you're scared, you want to hold somebody. You'll hold something. If you're in a chair and you get scared, you hold it. That's why they're driving people apart. That is really fighting Satan, is physical contact. It's an axe. Laying upon the hands, they were fine. It doesn't say who had to lay hands on, laying hands on. But people have not been touched. Now, this is an interesting experiment that went back in the 70s when they started this shit on everybody. Monkeys that had no physical contact were vicious, unempathetic, and did not share with other monkeys in the group. In fact, were brutal and bit them, ripped them apart. People who grew up in a household where there was love and affection don't do that. It's true with monkeys, it's true with any animal. And it's true with people too. If somebody's upset, what's the first thing they want? They want somebody to hold them. Why wait till it gets to that point? Why wait till it gets so goddamn miserable, so nasty, and so full of mental and physical illness? But, nobody touches anybody anymore. In fact, it's not even allowed in colleges anymore. Years ago, college students from middle-class homes, spoiled kids, marched into the National Guard, got shot down, and kept marching. Look what we have today. I have an iPhone. The dumbing down of America was the most successful campaign the New World Order has ever had. And hey, Ruben, how are you? Good evening. Something, when my phone fell and I shut the computer off by accident, the type is like this big. So if I'm reading questions a little wrong, I'm sorry about that. This guy you hired to ship out the orders is doing an excellent job. Yeah, everything's arriving. Having good luck with the Mojo bags. And of course they work. And thank you, because we had to hire a new guy. Can you use an Ogoon to attract a specific person? Oh, you can do anything with it. Thanks for liking the show. You can do anything with it. Ogoon is literally a spiritual soldier. It's like having your own hitman and pimp. Okay? That's the best way to describe it. On one of my things, the shows the cult's most deadly weapon. You can learn all about it there. A small price to pay. I know people getting 10, 20,000 for them. Same thing. But I just want everybody to have the same exact weapons New World Order has. What do you think goes on in these secret lodges? They have them all in there. And they're throwing names in there like there's no tomorrow. And they get what they want. And they want some sick shit. You want normal shit, it's a lot easier. Sick shit takes a little longer. Okay. Well, I don't know why my type got so small. This thing fell. It must reset it like. It's like you can write the entire. No, never mind. Hey, Gary, Jason here. Why do these idiotic gay gurus talk so effeminate and whiny and try to play the safe zone instead of being a real man? Fuck them, because they will never be real men. Thanks, Jason. Well, a lot of it is actually, those guys, they will promote, they will put on every show. What they're really doing is really pissing on manhood, okay? Gotta be honest here. They are pissing on manhood. Urinating on manhood, okay? Make it almost like it's a bad thing to be a man. It's a bad thing to play with men's toys. It's a bad thing to want women. And I've seen this, and I'm sure you've seen it too. You say, hey, check out the ass on that girl, and they go, don't be disrespectful. Backhand is good for that. Wow, look at the rack on her. That's rude. So is this. It's gotten me to that point. It's just I have seen. I don't want to tell the story because it would name names, and I don't do that. But that's what guys have become: brainwashed, ballless, fucking. I would call them dicks, but I'm just giving them too much compliments. Excuse me while I light this up. I don't even know what this is. Checking for email again. It checks and it checks and it rechecks and double checks. All right, got a question for everybody else. I'm tired of these t-shirts. If anybody's interested, extra large. I watched a documentary about the real exorcist, and it was a young boy. You're absolutely right. When the priest brought in the statue of St. Michael, he said he saw St. Michael cast Satan into the abyss. That is absolutely true. Now, people see a statue of St. Michael, and they say, well, that's a cult. No, it isn't. Now, does statues have power? Yeah, they do. Wait a second, that's idol worship. No, it isn't. Because it's the image. For example, wrong drawer. Now, wait a second. I pull this fucking thing out on you. It's an image. But it's going to make you answer questions. That's an intelligence card. Because an image scares things. And demons are scared of images, and they are scared of human contact. And that is why this whole world has no more balls left, because we fell for demonic influences. How do I approach this? How do I turn this around? Lou, you're a good friend of mine. Seriously, make attraction, break attraction. You gotta learn how to cut her off at the right time. You spent too much time and you overstayed your welcome. Just pull a reversal on her. Alex, for question 8. Okay, is the goon better than Eshu? No. In Eshu will put, they're both equally good. Other thing is a right hand better than left hand. You need them both to fight. Eshu helps you bring in your dreams. Ogun will kill anybody who gets in the way. Literally. Ogun does possession. It's having 2 radio frequencies. It's like having multiple channels. But if you just grab somebody and put their hands on them, people sometimes, women especially, will start crying. They'll fall apart. Why? They haven't been touched so long. That's why they're hurting. And they're looking for a man, not some guy, what I call Dickless Wonder, okay? That's what I call him. Fucking asshole. They want a real man. Women want to feel protected. And when they feel protected, you got them. Because you're willing to risk your life for them. And that's a big seductive trait, I think. Women have said that. Women have been on my show saying, I want a guy who's going to protect me. Women right now today are making more money than men. There are more women in college than men. There are more women on their own who have their own apartments than men, own houses, whatever. Why? Guys have given up. Grow a pair, okay? That's my advice. Lost the questions here. Gary, do you ever have trouble with poltergeists? No. I have a shoe in the house. Heats them up. You won't have poltergeists if you have a shoe in the house. You won't have ghosts or anything else. And yeah, there are real haunted houses. In fact, when we were young, we did this joke. We found a house. We said, can anybody stay at this haunted house? Now, this is the real fun part of the joke. I just got to skip it for something funny. We said to guys, go in the house and haunt it. And we'll scare the shit out of people. But what we didn't tell them is we sent guys in there before them to haunt the guys who were going to haunt the house. They came running out of there like it was a haunted house. And it wasn't, but we just was having fun. But there were some real haunted houses in Louisiana. I remember one house was going for $60 and nobody bought it. $60 for a 4-bedroom house. Because everybody lived in there died within like 6 to 7 weeks. And anybody who owned it died. So yeah, I have seen haunted houses. I won't go in them. But I know how to unhaunt a house, but what fun is that? Can you talk about more about MK17? Like where the best place on your body to put it? Okay, very simple. I have mine here. I don't need to use it tonight. I put it like this and put it wherever there's a pulse. Some guys, today, the way this world is, they don't have much of a pulse. And on the wrists. It came out of the bottle. I'm going, wow, that smells good. No, it hasn't odor at all, actually. But I can feel I'll turn myself on here. MK17, that's it. They used to use it in a lot, I'm not going to name the club, but the mist in the clubs and people would start having sex immediately. That was a test. Same exact stuff. Yeah, you got to give me about a half hour, Jason. I have almost 700 messages on my phone, but I will replug it back in. I just, I don't know what caused this coin deluge. I must drop MK17 on my phone. I'm not kidding. Because I've got a couple people here, a different day, that the MK17 works over the phone. It's a scientific, it's not a cult, it's a scientific military-grade seduction attractant. And yes, it does work. How do you get rid of evil spirits in the house? First of all, don't let them scare you. Second of all, bring in a spirit that's stronger than them. That's all you got to do. You can incense them out. You can candle them out. You can put a glass of rum down. They love rum. They'll stand around the rum all night. Keeps them busy. It's like flypaper to them. And that's one way. Just put rum and a candle down, and a piece of bread with honey on top. That'll pretty much. You see those little things sometimes in the nicest houses. Why? The evil spirits hang around there. And yes, there are evil spirits that take the place, and they are in people too. Those people usually wind up in politics. That's just a fact. Okay, soda break time. While I look for a song I can play here. I guess this is the one. It's not playing. Look at that. Same song again. No, we don't want the same one again.
Hey, I got an old song. Maybe some of you might like to help me sing it. I'm going to ask my grandson, Tao Rodriguez, to come up here and help me.
I don't know where this one came from.
Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time.
Okay, quick break. I'm done. Some girls sent me a bunch of photos from 1970s about Central Park. All they were couples having picnics, making out, walking hand in hand. I just want to see those times come back. That's it. That's all I want to see. It's not hard to do. Everybody's got to do it themselves. And what's really funny today, women are hurting so bad from men. If you have any macho traits, you got to just go over and introduce yourself and take it right from there quick. Like that. Because when something is applied quickly, there's no time for defense or rumor or imagination to build up. And I'll just tell you an interesting story in a second. Question 10. In the MK Ultra audio program, you talked about a guy using the techniques and got arrested for rape. Did you ever get convicted? I was working from notes on that. But MK Ultra, everybody, watch what they do because they're doing it now on a mass scale through television. I'll tell you how TVs work, just so you know why I don't watch television. First of all, number one, there's nothing to watch. I occasionally watch a show on Netflix. I do admit to that. But they work like this. The flicker rate is there to confuse your mind and put you in an almost hypnotic state. Now, just like any reality, if any martial artists know what kata is, it's a series of movements. Your subconscious mind doesn't know whether it's a real or fake fight, which has actually been proven in Japan. Guys did kata more than sparring. When it came down to sparring, could win fights a lot better because your subconscious mind doesn't know whether it's a real or fake fight. TV with the flicker rate gets you into believing what you're seeing is reality, and that becomes part of your mind. But that's not enough for them. No. What they do is they send out low frequency sound. That's why if you're going to watch anything, watch on your computer. The computer does not do this. Television does. The low frequency sound, when they show a romantic scene or a scene, it gives you pain. Subconscious pain. So whenever you start to be romantic, all of a sudden something draws you back. And you don't know what it is. It's because you've been programmed for pain. That's why BrainTrainingPower.com deprograms the shit out of you, and so does blood gold. And it's funny, it gets rid of joint pain too. Just a side effect. But a lot of people writing in, my joint pain is gone, I had it for years. I recently had hurt my knee and I couldn't do squats. And I bought joint decks, I bought all this stuff off of Amazon just to test it. I'm not saying it doesn't work on everybody because I don't want to put a lawsuit here. And I took the gold, a little more than usual, joint pain went away like that. Now I'm doing squats, 3 plates, okay. And anybody who works out in a gym knows what 3 plates is. And it's not, 25s. Or quarters, as we call them in the gym, okay? What really sucks about gyms is what I don't see in there. Young teenage guys building muscle. Sometimes you see them on the cardio machine. Oh, happy gal. Hey, Gary. Sorry I'm late. Love you, buddy. Hey, happy gal, thank you. Love you too. And thank you for showing up. All right, Lou is back. Thanks for the answer, Gary. I have not experienced the push-pull technique being used on me before. I was not aware of it. Thanks for waking me up. Now I know what to do. And I believe in haunted houses, several in Connecticut. You're damn right. In this house, I haunted, okay? I joined a dating site just for fun. The 30-day free trial. They threw me off in 12 days. Because every time they sent me a picture, I would send back a reply. What do you charge to haunt houses? Just if you want to have some fun, that's the way to do it. Okay, good question from Jason. What is the most powerful way to talk to an issue? Understand this. They work for you. You don't work for him. You say, do this for me, do that for me, and it will do it. If you start making deals, I'll give you this for that, that works too. But don't ever think you work for it. Otherwise, it will take you over and dominate you. And one of the other good ways to work with a shoe, one of the things I do is I put stuff like cigarettes, these are them, next to my shoe. Why? It charges them up with very, very powerful positive energy. And people pick that up. And so does the world. Okay, Chris, thank you for this. This is only about 17 pages long. There are a lot of workplaces now that have strict no dating policies because that's what they want. Okay, I'm sorry. Myself, make this a little smaller here. Myself, we can do nothing without these policies. I've seen and heard about a lot of beta guys getting slammed with sexual harassment complaints. Ever since I started taking your advice, I have never had any issues, and I would upset any PC jerk off because the weekend I met some coworkers at the bar, agreed with some female coworkers, then said I'm going to sit down now, okay? Works every time. It doesn't stop there. I can go on and on. When I leave, I now have females initiating hugs with me. I'm doing something right then. You certainly are, Chris, and thank you for standing up to the fucking New World Order brainwashing, cut your balls off. And if my stuff doesn't work, I'll send you the comb for free. But in reality, here it is. No, that's not the right name. This is the Asian people. We can't. Aha! Got it. Got to give my guarantee. If any of my products do not get you laid within 30 days, not talking about really getting laid, not a date, not a phone number, you get your money back, no questions asked, and the knife to cut it off with. Because if my stuff don't work, ain't nothing working. Now I have to close this down. That was funny before I turned the show off, right? I don't know. Let's play another song because it's Scottish night tonight. For a little while, I'm going to switch back for it. Now, here's an interesting one. Remember I told you there was somebody who complained about the Ustream shows and wouldn't allow me to put them up on YouTube? I threw his name in the Ogoon. He'll never bother me again. Ever. He can't. Figure it out. Happy girl. I know exactly who you are. Come on. Your charm shines through right through this. Okay. Very good question from GR. Hope I can get your name here. What do I do about the women who become angry because they use MK17? That's great that they're angry. You got their emotions going. Redirect them. It's fantastic. It shows it works. You got them angry. Redirect it. Don't join them in the anger. Happy girl again. Laughing here. Sorry. I like to see you read. I love you. I love you too. And you don't have to stop. Real sweet, beautiful girl, by the way. And she's happy. Of course I know who you are. Come on. You're one of my favorite girls there. I'm going to play a song just for you and have some soda at the same time. This is for you, happy girl.
Well, it's coming up beside me. I don't know. I don't know why, but I keep wanting something new to go. But she looks alive and makes me realize that she's alive. Don't worry, baby. Don't worry, baby.
Now, true, rock music has a touch of Satanism in it, but When was the last time, the last 10 years, you heard a love song or a romantic new song that you can even remember? If I say to you, hello, darkness, my old friend, you know where that came from. If I go da 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 da, you know where that came from. Now, all of a sudden, nothing. Dead. Passion must die. That is their agenda. How do you fight the New World Order? Have fun. Have dates. Be a bit of a daredevil in life. Whatever it takes not to follow their programming. And it's checking for mail again. Gary, you make me happy. Thank you, baby. Hey, thank you. Okay. That was that girl again. I'm not going to mention her name because I know her. I don't mention anybody's name on the show except for first names only. By the way, I'm Gary Brodsky. GaryBrodsky.com is where you've got to go because it's got the answers. And I am taking down a lot of audios. So if you don't get them now, who knows when I'll ever bring them back. And back to this. Okay, it's still updating. It does that, okay? But really, look how screwed up society is. You know what's big now? The biggest trend? Narcissism. Everybody's a control freak. Everybody's telling everybody else what to do. You're not right. You're wrong about this. It's not that important to be right. Having fun is what's important. Having a great time is what's important. Having joy is what is important. Being right ain't worth shit. Okay? So I told you so. What does that get you? Absolutely nothing but enemies. Just getting a little high up in here. All right. No, seriously, that's what everybody's become. And guys used to, fuck them, I'm right. Yeah, that's how they used to act. Now it's like, I have to be right about everything. You're wrong. You know, yeah, tell it to a girl. You're wrong. Yeah. You're going to really find you score a lot with her. It's a disgrace. But that's how guys have been programmed to act. And now we are updating. Still updating. Excuse me. I need a break here for some soda and some fun. Looking for a song to play. Okay, looking, still looking. Wrong one. Right one, the wrong one. It's a great song. And back to the big board where it checks the mail. Alpha question. Chris, one thing I learned from you is never ask a girl for anything, but tell. Good. Here's a question. How does an alpha male propose marriage? Is it anything different than conventional men? Once you're proposing marriage, you pretty much won the game, okay? That's pretty much, you can answer for that one. Yeah, if you're proposing marriage, you should have won the game. And there are guys who actually propose marriage on a first date. I mean, guys have gotten that bad. Okay, back to questions. Oh, so the couple How to Be a Prick. Now I'm going to tell you about the How to Be a Prick audio. You know where it sells mostly? To giant Fortune 500 corporations. Why? Because the same principles apply to money and business. And being a prick works. Women like guys who are pricks, okay? And I'm not even a prick enough. I got to get worse, okay? Next week, I guarantee you the biggest prick you ever met. But this week, I'm going to be nice. Last show ever, but I will be nice. Scandals of stuff. Is Osun part of the Seven Orishas? No, Osun is part of the warriors. Los Guerreros. It's part of the whole thing. It's just adds extra power. It's like getting a car with all the options. It'll still work without it, but you want it to really be sharp. And it works. I don't know why it works. I don't know why this thing works. I don't know how this thing works. Obviously, I shut my own show up before, but it works. Now I have to close this down, push this here, pull this out here, play some music, have my soda. Looking for a song. Oh, I just saw a good one. All right, a little different, huh? We'll get back to that in a moment. Any of them work. I just have 6 going for myself tonight. I know things are going to be good. They all work to the point of being scary. The new Ultra Power Seduction hand carved repair candle is for one woman specific or women in general. It's funny, but it's for women in general. But if you write one specific underneath it on a piece of brown paper bag, put it on top, it'll still hit them all in general, but hit that one a lot harder. And believe me, I've used this stuff. It works. I've used it. My friend used it on somebody out of the country. She got a picture of Facebook. Took a picture, put it underneath the candle. She wound up paying her own airfare and flying in to see him. But he's a myth buster. He's also now one of my biggest clients. So, just print out a Facebook picture. You can even draw a face, write a name. It doesn't work. I mean, no matter what you do, it's going to work. Spirits know who you want. See, spirits are not like the bank. They don't need all the information and have to run it through approval. I will not deal with spirits that need all the information, name, birth date, residence. If they can't find the person, I don't deal with them. That's just my opinion. And there are spirits everywhere. I can get the whole show on that. Wow, there's a lot of questions here. Good night. Just kidding. I love questions. Happy girl. Hell no. No prick. Okay, maybe. I love a man who's good to me. I like the music. I'm going to belly dance. Okay, but let me ask you something, happy girl. A man who's good to you, challenges you, has fun with you, doesn't do everything you say. Is that right or wrong? Do you want a guy who does everything you say and lives just to please you? You kick him right out. I know you. Being a prick is actually what women like. Is a guy who's going to be a bit of a rebel, a protector, and it's not quite the type of prick you think. All right. Has Pepsi have been your favorite soda, or do you even like Coke better? Well, I actually I like both. It's funny with Chinese food. I have to have Coke. They always only have Coke in Chinese restaurants and pizza. But I'm just alone. Pepsi. Okay. Yes, there will be Adam seminars, and he picks the day, not me. So I like this heading already. Frequency control. It was a big question. I hope everybody's got their food and overnight camp. Just kidding. Gary, you know a lot, of course, about everything in our reality is some frequency of energy. Absolutely true. The U.S. government is, as well as CIA, particularly have developed ways to identify our individual. You're absolutely right. Biometric frequencies to track us, project disease onto us, knowing disease frequencies. You are so right. And everybody pay attention. This is not a joke here. Influence our subconscious mind as well as project thoughts. This is through HARP, absolutely true, and similar projects. It's a new type of the occult manipulating energy through secret technology. So here, what do you think of this, Gary? I think you're 100% right. This is absolutely happening right now. That's why I offer occult things, because they use the occult, and believe it or not, occult does not have, it only means hidden, and their stuff is hidden. That's why I recommend shoes or anything else that will direct their energy into something else. So it's like having a shield. And yes, they are doing that. All right, Glenn, I will not open this up because it needs a reply. If I open it up, I can't do that. But yes, I definitely would love to talk to you. But yeah, you are absolutely right. I mean, they don't even hide it. It's in open documents. There's lithium in drinking water. There's fluoride in drinking water. All stuff to make you domesticated, ballless males. And there is a way to fight back. And I'll tell you after this quick break. Oh, we don't have any sponsors except GaryBroth.com. Go there, buy something, keep the show alive. How do you fight back? Because you are absolutely right. They're using frequency control to dumb you down, to make you depressed, to make you miserable. Only one way to fight back. Passion kills their frequency. That's right. When you're charged up about anything, life, whatever, like I am now, and I always stay in the state of mind, I try to as much as possible. I slip up sometimes. They cannot get to you. When you're in love with a woman, they cannot get to you. When you love yourself, they cannot get to you. But when you follow that program that they want everybody to walk around feeling helpless and victimized, that stuff is going to hit like that and not hurt. Pretty good punch there, yeah. That's why I lift heavy weights. It restructures your vibration. They can't get to you. They want the masses. Be the exception. Have the passion. Have the life. Power up. Stand up. Correct posture kills it. I have a friend who's a Chinese doctor. I know it sounds crazy. He's a doctor from China. Yeah, Chinese doctor. And he knows about this stuff because he works on it. And he said, posture, good posture, it can't work on you. And this is one of the guys who are doing it. And you go, how do I have friends like that and why? Because I want to know what they're doing. Checking for mail. Your Amazon.com. Wow, lots of questions here. Happy girl. I don't know what you mean by that. Sounds kind of cute. Chris, what's fucking stupid is how we are now told to give robbers and criminals whatever they want. We shouldn't defend ourselves. With that mentality, it is understandable that the more beta males become, the higher the crime rate. That is absolutely true. As much as I want it, this whole PC nightmare won't go away overnight. A wise man once told me, never cooperate with the enemy. If PC was the way to go, you'd publish audios how to be a woman how to get a woman by being PC, how to be a nice guy and women love. PC is tyranny hidden behind manners. It's a brilliant attack strategy. And when you're being attacked, don't cooperate with the enemy. You're absolutely right. That is the first rules of warfare. Do not cooperate with the enemy. Don't fight their fight. Get them to fight your fight. Will Adam ever let you record some of his webinars? Probably not. Some of them go on for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. They're that good. That's coming up soon. Alice, I'm glad you reminded me of that. And I am really glad you reminded me of that. I knew I forgot something. That was it. Okay. I'm searching for a song now. And I'm going to take another soda break. If I can spell correctly, I actually find a song. To everybody. This is stuck. Oh, now it's flying all over the place. Happy girl. I love passion. Everybody loves passion. We'll get in touch later. Women need passion. Men need passion. Everything needs passion. Even fish, frenzy feeders, need passion. If I want MK17 to work better, should I wear more or less? Just enough. I'm an overkill guy, though. I'll wear way too much. I walk into restaurants like, you don't have to pay the bill. I don't even know you. That's okay. Just shit like that happens. The Psalms book is, you're going to keep asking me about that. Psalms was written as small prayers to God for health, to fight enemies, to bring you luck, to bring you joy. And the biggest problem is people, this stuff was written 3,000 years ago. They don't want you to do it. My goal, bring back the real stuff. No new school shit here. All old, ancient stuff that built civilizations, that built empires that are still used today, or at least available today, but nobody uses it. New Age, bunch of Tavistock rigged bullshit. How do I know? I was there. Okay. Good night, honey. A lot of women here tonight. And it's nice to see. Oh, we're getting to the end here. And now we'll finish this drunk song while I smoke the cigarette and have a little more soda. All right. Last and final call for questions. Great show, Gary, my man. Thank you. What happens when you use bromine and DHA together? Thanks. This is what happens. Okay? 21 inches. That's all. I tried using other stuff. My arms actually started shrinking. It builds testosterone, the stuff that makes you a man. I'm going to take some more DHA right now. Actually, DHA was outlawed in Canada. Why? Because it gives men an unfair advantage over women. And I've tried other people's DHA, I have a stack of them over here. They don't work. Only the ones at GaryBrodsky.com, drop-down menu supplements. Actually, and I know it's high priced, and I'm only making, honestly, $7.50 a bottle. Instead of the shipping, I'm doing good, huh? But we sell enough of it that it's okay. But it's the only real DHA out there. The only real stuff out there that will not give you bitch tits. It's real, pure testosterone. Biological superiority in bottles. That and alpha-boomine. And all the stuff up there. Take them double. I don't care. Of course, biology drives behavior. I think everyone knows that. And thank you for the plug there. It's now checking for mail, and I gotta go. A lot of questions here. Why do Catholic priests get scared when they are blessing a house and then they realize the house gets haunted? I don't know. I know one thing. The robes of a Catholic priest almost are black. The robes of judges are black. Black robes are all part of an order. And most Catholic priests are the nicest guys in the world, not child molesters, good people who care about other people. But the black robes are all part of the Masonic order. Think about this. The graduation hat. Black robe, that hat with that flat thing on that. You know what that flat thing is? It's a Masonic board. The Masons took over years ago. I know it's not against priests, it's against the clothing. I should do a private show on why, the Pope's not Jewish, the Cardinals aren't Jewish. Why do they wear a yarmulke, a Jewish hat? They don't even know why. It's all really into deep stuff. I may do a webinar on that because I can't go on public air with that. Why? People get offended at the truth. You know why? They can't handle the truth. To all ladies, Jason would like a song dedicated. We're going to close out with a song to all the ladies in just a few moments. And I guess this is pretty much it. Sorry about the little cutoff earlier before, but That was my own fault pulling out the cord from the computer. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Okay. To all the women, this song is for you. And thank you for watching. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Remember, ladies, this song is for you.
Are you ready for the sex, girls?
That's right. Good night, everybody.
Are you ready for the sex?
I will possibly see you Wednesday.